I look at my phone. Joe Johnson, the team that drafted him 20 years ago, is now signing him to a 10-day contract, the Boston Celtics, and are expecting him to play tonight. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, the seven-time All-Star, is 40 years old and hasn't played in the NBA since Houston in 2018. ISO Joe is back, all right? So I really think it's actually kind of funny. Do I expect Joe Johnson to actually go out there and make an impact? I do. Joe Johnson's the type of guy who's going to go out there and he has something to prove. He's always been a guy who's always had something to prove. And I would not be surprised if he goes out there and he starts tearing stuff up for a 40-year-old. Of course, I'm not saying he's going to go out there and be freaking LeBron James. But what I'm saying is I would not be surprised if Joe Johnson goes out there, hits a few threes, and plays a lot better than everyone is expecting. I mean, this guy played so well in the Big Three like a few years ago that he got offered or opportunities to try out for like the Pistons and the Milwaukee Bucks, okay? Like, he won for his first Big Three MVP in 2019 and then won his second Big Three MVP in 2021. This guy is just insane, okay? And he still plays basketball regularly. Like, it really, the only reason he isn't playing basketball in the league is the league moved on from him. But this is a guy who is a career 37% three-point shooter. I remember his days in Atlanta. Then he went over to Brooklyn. But really, I remember ISO Joe in Atlanta. But ISO Joe. I know his last 2 years in the NBA, his last year was last full season was a 40% three-point shooter, but his last year with Utah and Houston, he was a 27% three-point shooter. But I really think that, like, if he can go out there, he can mess stuff up. And I just feel like people are going to doubt Joe Johnson because they're just going to be like, oh, Joe Johnson can't do shit. I really think, especially that if they're expecting him to play tonight, man, that's going to be wild, okay? I don't know who's going to win that one because that's going to be a deep game. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Joe Johnson back in the NBA. I mean, how will this go? I really expect him to go out there and have, like, so much fun. He's going to be playing against Cleveland. Like, I don't know, I just really think that Joe Johnson, the 7-time All-Star, 40 years old, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun watching this man go out there and ball. What do you guys think?